You mean stand-up striking style? Because he got taken down by a striker.
I don't care. If I could have one style, it would be Cyril Gane.
Okay, so
he's like
if you guys agree that you'd like your style to be laying on your ass and get smothered
with Muhammad Ali,
smash like and
I know it's not UFC. He reminds me of Muhammad Ali, man, with the way he's light on his feet.
Muhammad Ali got beat by Antonio Inoki from him laying on his back and kicking at Muhammad Ali's legs.
You only respect people that win. That's it.
If
they
you
can't lose in life.
If you can't win against a fake wrestler
and get back up and win.
I'm not saying you can't.
And then we have
this is a good matchup for him.
Apollo Creed.
Apollo Crews.
Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
All three fighters light on their feet. Phenomenal styles.
Phenomenal AJ style. Speaking of all these wrestling references, I'm going to show pictures of all these guys.
You and your wrestling references. Although
he doesn't watch wrestling, so he doesn't get any of them.
People will not know what we're talking about since our fan base is only men.
There's a little bit of crossover with UFC and pro wrestling.
We do have women.
But I want to talk about this in a minute. After I make my picks, I want to talk about the crossover between pro wrestling and MMA fans.
Okay.
But anyway, before we get to that,
your pick?
My pick. I played UFC 4 on the Xbox. I simulated this match with the CPU countless times.
Go on.
I wouldn't say 98% of the time Tai Tuivasa won. I don't know why, but the programmers know more than I do. They do the research.
Is this
you
science?
Don't. You don't. This is science. This is like I've created another universe. An infinite amount of other universes, and I ran this simulation.
Mister, I don't believe in ghosts because there's no evidence.
You know any simulation that proves the existence of ghosts?
Because there's no evidence.
You know any video game programmers that believe in ghosts?
Is going to be a game.
Shout out Mick West, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, programmer who now runs Skeptic website Metabunk. Shout out. Here he is. Clap, smash, and lap subscribe. So, in all these simulations, I kept getting Tai Tuivasa winning. Flying knee. I don't know if he's ever done it. Head kick. I'm sure he's done it. I don't know if he's won by it. But he kept doing this. And I kept seeing it in my universe's eye. So I'm going to go with, and I think Cyril Gane is going to fucking box him up for almost 5 rounds. And then Hail Mary, Tai Tuivasa, KO, 4 minutes and 30 seconds or so into the 5th round. And I think it's going to be an overhand right because I think he's going to be getting lit up and he's going to duck down and he's going to come over and clock him in the chin. And I do that move a lot. I mean, that's pretty much my go-to. I get beat up. I let the guy think he's winning. I cover up. And then I'm going to show a clip of this. I got a clip of this. Here it is against Lorenzo from my old channel. It's got probably 1,000 likes. Right there. Duck down, clock them. They stumble. They might get knocked out. Who knows? I think that's how he's going to win. On to you.
This was such a hard pick for me because I like both fighters.
Yeah, I do too.
Now, because you went with Tai Tuivasa.
The piss drinker. And I like him because he's a piss drinker.
It made it easier to go against him because I couldn't. I like both of these fighters. I really love Tai Tuivasa.
He really likes it.
Mom, Dad, I really like Potsy.
Why not, dear? Potsy's a very nice boy.
No, Mom. I mean, I really like Potsy.
We heard you the first time, son. You have a homosexual attraction to Patsy.
Yeah, I'm mad enough to admit when I realize he's fun, man.
He's got a crush.
He goes and he just fights. He's not afraid of fighting. Like, I like that he's a fighter. He's exciting and he just lays it on the line.
And he's an everyman. And guess what? He's the working man. Show him your French bottle.
And I like Cyril Gane.
And show him your French bottle.
He wants to do this for his coach in France, and so I'm going Cyril Gane round 4, 2 minutes 22 seconds.
By what?
I think it's going to be pretty similar to what happened with Junior Dos Santos.
What did he beat him with? A flying front flip, heel kick, rock bottom into the people's elbow?
Like he
just lit him up with tic tac shit.
And then
he had a break.
and then he had an elbow, and
Break me off a piece of that tip tap shit. I'm gonna show it. Don't worry about it. I got it. All right.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be similar to the Junior Descent, the way that fight played out. Cyril Gahn round 4.
Let me tell y'all something. These main event, the co-main event, very hard fights to pick for me. The rest of the guys, I have no clue. I've never even heard of them before. So this could go either way. I have a feeling I'm finally gonna win one. Comment if you think I'm right, but you gotta do it before Saturday at 2 p.m. Central, or that means you just watch the fight and then you commented afterwards. I knew that was gonna happen, and which I've done before. I don't remember.
All right, so there we have it. We have our picks.
All right, so you guys can turn